Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Down and Dirty. And today I have with me Sai Karthik, a digital marketer. His official title is Salesforce Marketing Support Engineer. Correct?
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
And you've been with Salesforce for a year and 7 months now, and have been in the field of digital marketing for about 4 years. So content marketing, CRM, email marketing, all that fun stuff around content where something like Chat GPT can become pretty relevant in helping surface things. And that is what we're going to talk about today. Before we get into that though, if you could take a moment, Sai, and tell us about how you got into the field of digital marketing. Where did this journey start?
Yeah. First of all, Taapsi, thank you very much, for inviting me to your podcast. And yeah, so since around 4 to 5 years, I'm in the field of digital marketing. So digital marketing is it's a creative field. So I'm very much interested in blogging, website development, and Google Ads. Whenever I get when I was as a student, when I see an ad in YouTube or Google, like I used to think like how I'm getting this ad, like how relevant. Like whenever I think of something, whenever I talk about something, relevant ad will be appearing in YouTube or Google. So I used to think like how it is happening. So like that caught my interest, and slowly I started learning about digital world and digital marketing and everything. So earlier I was with I'm with banking sector. I used to work with the banking sector, and again, uh, I learned about digital marketing. I work with medical hospitals and senior health. Mostly my work experience is with the sector. And then I got an opportunity to work with Salesforce. Now I'm working with Salesforce as a marketing cloud engineer. So marketing cloud is it's a tool, Salesforce tool, where it has a multiple features. Like it's an 360 degrees marketing tool. Like you can send emails, push notifications, SMS, advertising campaigns. Like Google, you can integrate your ad accounts. Like you can do anything with all marketing campaigns you can do. So mainly, my work is like I work with clients who use Marketing Cloud, who face any issues with their campaign. So we will troubleshoot it. We will solve the issues for the client so that the client will be happy with their marketing campaign. Uh, so this is mostly we will be working on the email deliverability issues and technical part of emails, like how the email will land to their subscriber inbox, whether it is landing in a spam or a primary inbox, how to increase the open rate, and how to make most of the emails land on primary inbox rather than spam. What are the best practices the client should need to do? So all these things we mostly interact with all the clients who are using Marketing Cloud. So this is my basic info.
Okay, so for people who are not familiar with, or rather even just curious about what the life of a digital marketer looks like, what is your day to day? Like from the time you log into work, what are you spending most of your time doing? And from morning to evening, can you take me through some sense of what your day looks like?
Yeah, so digital marketing career is a combination of a normal marketer and the technical person. Like, so my day, starting day to the ending. So I work on, all the scheduled tasks, content creation, and see, a content is everywhere. Like, if you wanted to create an email, if you write an email, there is a content involved. You need to frame an excellent email template. If you want to develop a website, then again the content involvement, excellent graphic design. So interacting with multiple teams, like graphic designing team, content writing team, and technical team. Like if you face any technical issues while you send an email, or uh, you know for example, I have run an ad, and you have came to my landing page, and you are submitting from some form, and you are unable to submit because of experience we lost one of the lead, and that is a technical reason. So as a digital marketer, we need to interact with multiple teams, like the technical people, content people, email marketing, and and integration. So like and digital marketing need a lot of integrations. Like you need to integrate your marketing tool, with your CRM, or you need to import your data into your and also if you wanted to push notifications through WhatsApp or any other messenger, you need to connect that API
Right.
to your CRM, and a lot of configurations. So if
Right.
something got messed up, and a lot of issues, you will face a lot of issues. So our day-to-day life will be like handling content, you know verifying the content, and checking the technicalities of the marketing campaigns. Like it's like a combination of a software engineer and a sales guy. It's a
Right.
combination. So that's
That's
what
that's a
my
good way of
opinion.
putting it.
Yeah.
So okay. So what are you spending most of your day on? So you log in the morning. Do you work from home or do you work from an office?
So it's a hybrid model.
Hybrid, fine. So let's say you're, whether you're home or office, from the time you log in, do you start with, where do you start? Like, do you have some browsers that you always have open? Are you always checking something at the beginning, or is it an open field and every day is different? What does it look like?
So actually, I open plenty of browsers and I close. I don't even, switch off my laptop. I'll just lock it. And again, when I open it, like I found like all the old browsers. And again, I'll recheck my browsers and close whatever which is not necessary for the day. And, I'll continue with, the browsers that I opened yesterday. Yeah. So with the morning, like when I log in, I'll start with some, checking my yesterday's things, what I have done yesterday, what are the pending things that I have missed yesterday, so that I should do it today. And yeah, with calls with managers and clients. So most of the time, like if I take 100% of my 8 hours of office time, as a digital marketer, 20% of the time will be on, most of the time, on calls. 20% of the time in interacting with my teammates and managers, and senior leadership, and the other 60% of the time can be dedicated on the work, the daily tasks. So this is the way we
Got it.
segregate
Got
our
it.
work.
And what are some of the software platforms? Of course, you work in Salesforce, I understand that. But outside of the actual work, what are some other tools or softwares or platforms or solutions that you are using on a regular basis? Like whether it's a communication platform or whether it's a productivity platform, what are some other things that you're using?
So for productivity, I don't use much tools. Productivity for communication thing, I like automation. So I wanted
Yeah.
to. So if I'm doing any work, so after a few days, I get bored of doing that work. So I wanted to automate it.
Okay.
So the first thing I what like after my office hours, I'll do I'll be more active on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
So network myself, like I'll increase my network. So it's opening every profile, filtering them, reaching out them. It's a big task. So I
Mhm.
use Octopus CRM. So where I can automate, like I can search in a LinkedIn, like digital marketers.
Hmm.
So I'll get some data, some profiles. I can scrape the profiles, and what I can do is I can send a customized message, and send this request for 25 people or 30 people, whatever the count. But there is a limit, like there is a limitation for 1 week. Around you can send 120 to 150 requests in LinkedIn. So I'll send, per day I'll send 20 to 25 requests. Manually, not manually, I'll automate the message. I'll just select one message and I'll automate it, so that within 10 minutes, 25 requests will be, sent with a personalized message. And what I can do is, I'll scrape 100 profiles. And what I can do is, uh, I'll create an automation where my 100 profiles will be visited by my profile. Like whenever someone visit your profile, you will get a notification that this guy has visited your profile, right?
Yeah.
So in order to visit 100 profiles, it takes a lot of time. So I can do it in 10 minutes using this tool.
Okay, so that is something, let's say, that is part of your day to day. Part of it is building your
Yes.
own brand, your own visibility on LinkedIn, and for
Yes.
that you're using some automated tools. What is the name? Did you mention the name of this tool?
The name of the tool is Octopus CRM.
Octopus CRM. Okay, fine. So you use that. Interesting. Other than that, anything else that similar to Octopus that you rely on a daily or weekly basis for things?
So yeah, other than other thing is like the most buzzword nowadays is ChatGPT.
Yes.
So I use ChatGPT, and
Okay.
other than ChatGPT, I use a lot of tool, like one tool like a Nymblr, which
Sorry,
scrapes
what is
like
it called?
Nymblr. Uh,
Nymblr.
so
Okay.
I'll spell that Nymblr.
Okay.
So what does it what does it do? It's a data scraping tool. So for example, LinkedIn is one platform. The other platform, the life of digital marketer is you don't only work in office. So you wanted to, so most of their mindset will be you don't you don't stop working in office. You wanted to build something for you, something you wanted to create brand. Some people do blogging, some people create videos, some people post blog. So I personally I write newsletters in LinkedIn. So
Mm.
my newsletter name is ChatGPT Pioneers, where I post blogs on how to use ChatGPT, as a marketer.
Mm.
So in the technical part, in the content part, everything, how to integrate it, how to uh, integrate it with the day-to-day marketing life, for the email campaign, for the ad campaign, for the website development, for the social media campaigns, for everything. So how to use ChatGPT in such campaigns? So I just till now I published around 70 to 75 blogs on
Amazing.
in my newsletter. So the other surprising thing is I didn't even write one word on my own. Everything was written by ChatGPT.
That is so it's so meta because you're writing a newsletter on how to use ChatGPT to write newsletters written by ChatGPT. So that's fantastic. Okay, all right. So it seems like ChatGPT, Nymblr, Octopus, these are things that you're using to work, to be the professional, digital marketer that you are, but also for your own brand building, right? So
Yes.
both, it seems, go hand in hand because you're also working, but you're also simultaneously putting yourself out there as a thought leader, or at least that's the objective, is to be someone can look up to for resources around how to be a better marketer, right?
Yes. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, other than these tools, I also I'm nowadays I'm using more AI tools.
Mm.
There is one tool called DIDAI, where the thing is, I wanted to make videos on Instagram. I wanted to make reels, but the thing is, time and location, which will not support. So what I can do with TID is I can just record an audio of mine, and I can create an avatar of mine, with my photo, so that it will create a video. It will talk whatever the audio I'll dump. So I'm getting one reel within 5 to 10 minutes. I can create a one reel, 30 seconds reel. I can post it in LinkedIn. So recently I've started this. So yeah,
That's fantastic. So you're also spending a lot of time, I think, just doing research, like learning what are
yes,
the latest tools out there for automation, for AI integrations, for newer ways of doing something faster,
yes, yes.
right? Okay, all right. So as a digital marketer, you've now been doing this for over 4 years. What is the most rewarding part of the work that you do in your mind?
So I feel like every day is a rewarding. Like every day is, we learn new things. So the day when you learn new thing, that I feel it's a reward. I got to know something new.
Hmm.
So
Okay, so
yeah,
lots of self-learning, and I guess that's what you mean, right? The reward is you're just
yes,
constantly on top of things. You're learning
yeah,
everything
yeah,
every day. Okay.
yes.
So then on the flip side, is there anything that you find challenging or you don't enjoy doing as part of your profile as a digital marketer?
Yeah, the challenging is I'm not that technical guy. And sometimes I should be more technical in my
Hmm.
job, but I'm not that technical. I wanted to automate these things like where I need to do it manually. So where I feel very challenging, like, uh, I'm not, that technical. Like I'm a bit technical. I'm a marketer. So when it comes to some technicalities,
Hmm.
understand some technical things. So it it's a bit challenge for me. But now, fortunately, ChatGPT has replaced that. Like,
Hmm.
you don't need to be challenged technically. Like, whatever you're facing, technical challenges that can be solved using AI and ChatGPT.
Got it, got it. Okay, so this is a good segue. Let's talk about that. So can you give me an example? I'm particularly interested in how ChatGPT can help you uh, work around the challenge of not being technically savvy or strong. How does it do that for you?
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, for example, like I have a data. Uh,
Hmm.
so I want to analyze the data. So when I want to analyze the data, when I want to, uh, understand the data, what are the insights that I can get? I need to use some visualizing tools like Tableau, Power BI, or even sometimes PowerPoint, Excel. So what I can do is I can just dump this data set in ChatGPT, and I can ask, I can ask whatever the questions to the data set, and it will give the insights. It's better I can show you on the screen.
Yes, please. That would be great.
Yeah. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
So, okay. So this is my ChatGPT dashboard, and you can see I use AIPRM. AIPRM is AI parameter plugin where you don't need to write a prompt. So it has around 4,000 prompts. So whatever domain you wanted to, get results, you just need to search. Like for example, I wanted to write an ad copy. So I want to write an ad copy for Google Ads. So
Okay.
I can click on Google Ads. So you can see here, I'm getting the, Google Ads keyword headline generator. So when I click on something like this, so a prompt will be generated.
Okay.
And, and you can, so for example, I have a small description about one brand. I'll just copy paste it. So write a headline for this brand. So you don't need to do much, like, you don't need a prompt engineer, in order to write an excellent prompt. So it will give headlines, descriptions, for an ad, for Google Ads specifically, because there will be some difference in for different ad networks. Like Google Ad have limitations regarding the words, like 120 words, 60 words. Interruption, and we were discussing about that data thing, right?
Yeah. Okay, so this is different because otherwise in the normal chat GPT, you would say, write an ad, give me 5 examples of Google ad headlines for this brand. Now, how
Yes.
is this different from that? Just walk me through that again. Why is this different? Why can't you type that prompt in regular chat GPT?
Okay. So yeah, in order to write, uh, I can write a simple prompt like, write a ad copy for this particular ad. It will give a simple, normal ad copy. And
Yeah.
again, you need to give one more prompt, asking ChatGPT to improvise. So it's
Hmm.
a pattern. Like you need to
Yes.
reach out ChatGPT to 3 to 4 times. So here in this prompts, in this prompts, I think, like, you have a lot of prompts, specifically for that particular task. So you don't need to, come back again, improvise your results. It's a one time goal. Like,
Are you
click that
saying
prompt.
Are you saying it's a one-time thing because it's already sitting on learnings of
Yeah,
other
yeah,
people asking it prompts in that
yes,
context,
yes,
rather than it learning from your context and your 4 prompts
yeah,
where you're asking it to update and revise it? It's already sitting on some of that history.
yes. So
Okay. Okay. So this is what you use, AIPRM.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So this is your go-to. If you have to write something, this is what you do. So now we were talking about analytics, saying what you would do is dump a data set.
Cool. So like ChatGPT is having a new feature called code interpreter. So in GPT-4, we have we have 4 features: default, code interpreter, plugins, and browser. Now, because of some privacy issues, ChatGPT was disabled the browser option for now. Yeah, code interpreter. Code interpreter helps us to dump any type of data, like whether you wanted to dump a PDF and ask questions, regarding the PDF, or any Excel sheet or Word document, anything, you can just upload it and give it to the Chat GPT. So, and ask questions regarding that particular document. So here, so what I can do is I have a small marketing campaign data set. I'm just opening that. So I'm just dumping that. So it's loading. Yeah. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, I can write a prompt. So before writing a prompt, we just need to check what what this data contains. Cool. So this is the data that I have just downloaded from Kaggle. Kaggle is a platform where you can find open source data sets. Like whatever the data you want, you can just download it from Kaggle.
Okay.
So there are some companies campaign where they have multiple channels. Like for example, channels used, what different channels used for this marketing campaigns, and what campaign types and everything. So I wanted to analyze, which campaign performed well, or which campaign type performed well, which channel performed well, what is the conversion rate, what is the impressions, what is the clicks. Like, analyzing this type of data consumes a lot of time, a lot of, Excel stuff you need to, have knowledge on it. So now we have dumped this data in ChatGPT. Okay. So
yes,
we will, so first of all, I'll start with the basics. So yeah, first of all, what I will ask is, what are the channels, best performing channels used? Can you help me with the visualization? Okay. So I have given this prompt to ChatGPT, and it will analyze this data set. It takes a couple of minutes.
This is brand new for me. I cannot believe, I did not know that you could do this.
Yeah, we can do this.
And this is all accessible to you through the paid version, or is AIPRM?
Yeah, it's a paid version. So
it's just the paid version.
Yeah. So in the paid version, you need to go to the settings and enable this code interpreter feature.
Got it.
So it will summarize, it will summarize everything. Okay, just sorry for this. So yeah, now you can see the bar chart of email, Facebook, Google Ads, Instagram, different channels, different marketing channels. What data we have in that Excel sheet, we got it into a visualization. So you don't need to work on complex tools like Tableau or BI. So just with one simple prompt, you'll get this data.
That is amazing. Okay, so how often do you use the analytics part of what ChatGPT can do for you?
Like, I didn't get your question. Can you please be specific?
I said, how often are you relying on ChatGPT for analytics purposes versus content?
Yeah. Yeah, most of the time I depend on content, and like it's like 60-40. 60% of my usage of ChatGPT is on content, and 40% is on analytics, like framing emails. Like I write a rough email and I just copy the rough email and add a prompt, like add some emotion, add some apology or empathy, and I'll add few emotions. So it will add some emotions to that frame, and instead of adding that manually in AIPRM, you will have this, if you can see, tone.
Yes.
So we have a different types of tones: warm, serious, sarcastic. So what type of tone your content should have, you can add this. Or writing style, if you wanted to write it in a poetic way, narrative ways, technical way, academic, analytical way, creative way. So these are some emotions, features you can add this, and the content will be written in with that emotion.
Got it. So
So
Sai, can you give me an actual example of how you might use tone and writing style, whatever is relevant to you, right? What did you most recently do that you can give us an example of?
okay. So yeah, I can give a poetic way, like a content in a poetic way. So
And
first
did
of
you
all,
use that for something?
yes, I use it, like not poetic way, but like poetic way. I'm trying. I didn't posted anything regarding this poetic way. I'm just trying it because it seems like interesting thing, like
No,
engaging thing. Like
I actually want something that you have actually used in your work. What
okay,
are you likely to use? How are you likely to use
okay.
ChatGPT?
So yeah, I usually write content in a warm way,
Okay.
and sometimes technical or journalistic way.
Okay.
So I'll give a prompt like write a blog. First I don't directly jump into a blog. First write a
Hmm.
blog title
Hmm.
on write a, title for this topic. So give me any type of topic you want.
I want you to tell me what's an example of a topic that you would use as a marketer.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So how AI is dominating. So this is my topic.
Fine.
Okay. So it has given me uh, one topic. So I'm not satisfied with this. So I'll be going to ask, like so it has
Okay.
given you. So I'll choose one of this.
Hmm.
Then what I'll do is, like, I'll paste it, and so I'll next generate subheadings for this topic. Okay. Yeah. These are the subheadings. And if
Okay.
I want, so the same for the same prompt, I'll show you. So here I have written this prompt in warm and journalistic way. What
Yeah.
I can do is I can keep it as a, some serious way and technical. So if you see the difference, so when
Yes.
it is
Yes.
warm, understanding the AI revolution, a brief overview. When it is serious and technical, see, unpacking the AI phenomenon phenomenon, a overview of influencer on digital marketing, and so you'll understand it better when you write a content. So I'll just take this part. I'll just copy paste it. I don't give much inputs for the basic thing. So now it is selected as serious and technical. Yeah. So it will write a content, and the same thing after this will generate in a different tone, and we'll see the difference. So why I use such things? Because at end of the day, ChatGPT is an AI bot, so it should not sounds like a bot written content. So it should sound like a human written content. So whenever someone reads my content, they don't they should not get that like this guy is using some AI bots to generate content. It should be like a human written content. So that is the reason I add such emotions or such tones and such writing styles. So if you see,
as a digital
no
marketer, Sai, as a digital marketer, are there some, do you always, let's say, for example, prompt ChatGPT with words like write an SEO friendly title? Like, do you use SEO friendly often in your prompt? Because that's not something I've used or thought about using. I thought I had to be mindful of those SEO keywords and then put that into ChatGPT and say, include keywords like blah, blah, blah. But are you saying that you can skip that step straight away by just saying, produce a title that is SEO friendly and it'll understand it?
See, if you mention it as a SEO friendly title, it's a broad way of giving prompt to the ChatGPT. When you're not specific for particular keyword, like you wanted to highlight this particular keyword in this particular blog, so it's better to mention that particular keyword.
Yeah, the more targeted you can be, it's the better. Okay, so we have a sense of different tones and writing styles. So what I'm basically getting here is, yes, you can use it to create content. You can use the paid version to tweak the voice, the tone of the content, so that it sounds more human-like, right? And
you can sorry for interruption.
Of course.
Regarding this writing also, you can copy someone, like in the digital marketing field. I usually follow Neil Patel. So you might be knowing him, or he's very famous digital marketer. So what I will do is, like I wanted to write a content in the way how he writes, like write in a way how Neil Patel writes.
Interesting.
So it will give you in such a way that, like, I cannot say it's 100%, but somehow it matches the writing style of Neil Patel. And you can even, if you are planning to write something like not a technical content, if you are planning to write something, you can mention, like you can write this content like Robin Sharma or any other author you wanted to mention, so that it will write in their style. Use their vocabulary, use their writing style, use their sarcasm, everything.
That is very neat. I didn't know. This is another cool thing that I learned with the prompts. Okay, this is fantastic. So let's stop the screen share for a second. I want to kind of go back, step back a little bit, and just ask you about ChatGPT and when you first learned about it. So do you recall how and when you first came across ChatGPT?
Yeah, like December 2022, where OpenAI launched this ChatGPT. So like everywhere there was a buzz, like ChatGPT is going to replace it's a new AI chatbot. It's going to replace a lot of jobs, and usually mainly for marketers, because it's making most of the marketers' life simple. Like it can replace content writers. It can replace like I started hearing all this news, and before that also I was very passionate about AI. Like before this ChatGPT, there are also tools like ChatGPT, like Write Sonic, Copy AI. Like there are tools where you can write content with it. So I was curious, like how this tool is different, with compared to that tools. Like I was using that such tools, to write small blog posts, and and they were too expensive. Like, ChatGPT Premium is $20, and you can generate unlimited content with 50 prompts for 3 hours. In the 3 hours time span, you can use 50 prompts. So it's better enough. And compared to other tools, they were very costly at that time. But after ChatGPT, it it brought a revolution regarding the content marketing, and everyone started posting content frequently. Like, if someone who are posting a blog, one blog a day or 2 blogs per week, they started posting 10 blogs per week. So I usually follow a lot of this stuff in Twitter. So after seeing all this stuff, I thought of starting, this, I want to start exploring. So at that time, it was only ChatGPT 3.5. ChatGPT 4 was not, launched at that time. So I used this tool to just frame my emails whenever I sending emails to my clients. I started using this to frame my emails and correct my sentences, like just like grammar. I used to use this ChatGPT for my basic things. Then slowly, I started learning about ChatGPT in workshops. Like, I usually follow Vaibhav Sisindi. You might be hearing his name. He's a founder of Growth School. So attending his workshops regarding ChatGPT, and a lot of YouTube influencers and Instagram reels. Look, I started learning more about ChatGPT and AI, and I started implementing it. More excited system. So after that, you cannot access data with ChatGPT. So when Bing, Microsoft has a deal with OpenAI and they launched this feature. So now you can do anything. Like, you can scrape data from the latest articles, latest data, and you can. That's what I have done from the last months. Like, latest data, latest marketing data. I read from different blogs, and I give that information to ChatGPT, and also I can give the blogs URLs so that it can read the as it is a browser feature is active. It can read the URL, and what are the content present in the particular URL. It will read it, it will analyze it, and it will give you whatever you need it. Like, for example, I have read one blog. I just copy pasted that URL into the ChatGPT and asked a few questions. So it will give what it will extract the information in that blog and give the result what regarding what question you have asked regarding to that blog. It will give that result. So it made my life easier. You don't need to read whole blog. You just need to copy paste the particular URL and just wanted to just summarize it. You can ask ChatGPT to summarize it. It will summarize it.
Right.
So that's the first thing. And second thing is when plugins got embedded in ChatGPT. I think there are hundreds of plugins now in ChatGPT. You can do wonders. Like, you can even post a YouTube video link and ask it to summarize it, give you the context. What like, it's a 30 minutes video. It will give you the context, summary. What in the 30 minutes, what the YouTube video has explained, so that I can my productivity is increasing. Like, I'm learning a lot with less time. So this is how ChatGPT is transforming, like, and making my life easier as a professional digital marketer.
So is there any place or context where it doesn't work for you, where you would not use it, or you would be cautious about using it?
Like, there is no such thing like I'll be more cautious about using it, because you can use this ChatGPT in every use case. Like, there is no limitation, I feel like. And the only limitation is sometimes this, you cannot fix them. You cannot build ChatGPT results, like, regarding the latest data, like after 2021 data. If you are depending totally on ChatGPT, so then it's a challenge. Like, you cannot depend on it.
Okay, but other than that, you don't see, there's no other situation where you felt like, I should just do it on my own. Like, I shouldn't rely on it, to help me with anything.
Yeah, regarding the content part, like I never thought, like I mostly
Never thought.
depend on ChatGPT. Like, suppose if all of a sudden, if there is no ChatGPT tomorrow, then blogs, I will, with ChatGPT.
Right. Okay. All right. So I mean, that is, those are all the questions that I have for you, Sai. Is there anything that you want to add, on your own, something that we haven't talked about? This would be the chance for an opportunity for you to do that.
I wanted to perform a few ChatGPT tasks like that might be interesting. Like, if you're okay with it, I can show you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. 1 second. Yes, you can do the share screen.
Yeah, you just give me. So yeah, I was just talking about plugins, right? So I'll show you one plugin. So a summarize app. So I have enabled it, and what I'm doing. So I have a YouTube URL, one YouTube URL. So I'll show you the YouTube video also. So it is only works if that particular video is having the subtitles, all the
Yeah.
data. So what I can do is like, as I enable the plugin, I have just copied the URL and marked this video. So it's almost 30 minutes video. Okay. So it will fetch the data and at what context, at what time, uh, what the like what that video has given to you, like everything. So who is the person who's speaking in the video, his name, and what he has said at this time, what he has said, like So this video is about ChatGPT.
Yeah, I got it. I was just reading it. This is crazy. Not only John and Ryan, I think, but also what are they talking about? Like the different
Yes,
topics.
yes. So it's giving you the script. Yeah. So you can
That's
even, create a content from this content. Like, you can create something from this again.
how?
And, post it like that. You can take this content as a reference and ask few questions to the chat GPT. And again, it will give some summary from this. And you can use that summary in your newsletter again. So that's what I do. Like, I'll take uh, some context from some videos because I cannot spend whole time on watching videos. So just I can summarize this video. I can take some context. I can give reference in my newsletter. Although I can mention, I took this data from this video. I can mention. I can give that copyright. But still, I have some content, right, to post it in my newsletter, and I can post multiple views. Like, take a topic, like ChatGPT, how it is impacting on advertising. Take a topic on this. So you can search on this. You will find a lot of videos, and you can videos in the sense multiple views. Like, one video talk about their view, another video talk about the other person view. You can take all these views. So you can project. So what that YouTube videos are talking. You can just project that in your article, in your newsletter.
Got it.
So this is the way it's curating your content, like so internet works in that way, like everything you wanted to read already there in Wikipedia, but still you are curating that in different articles, different websites, projecting their own views. So in the same way, you can project your own view on that 10 different views, and again, if you can frame it content on that view, right? So it's creating content on a content.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. Okay, so let's stop the screen share. Once again, it seems like this world for you is, I mean, you really are, a very seasoned Chat GPT user. You're not just using it for simple prompts. You're using the paid version, and you're using all the functionalities that it has to offer, right? And it's been so refreshing to learn about very, very clever ways in which you can make even the prompting faster. It seems that's what you're doing, right? With the paid version is you're even eliminating the need to put the prompts in. You just put in your tone of voice and what is the other example, and between the two of them, I guess a conversation style, and between the two of them, you have what you need. I really appreciate your time, Sai. I know it's it's, as I mentioned, it's the middle of the afternoon on a Saturday, and here we are doing this at 3 p.m. I hope you have a really good weekend, and I'm very, very happy that we had this call and that you could take us through how you are using it, both for content, but also very interestingly for analytics. So that was fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, I'm very thankful for you, like, you're inviting me as your guest, and I'm really honored. Like, I got this opportunity to showcase my knowledge regarding ChatGPT and latest technology on AI. So I'm glad to be here. So this 1 hour, like I believe like this 1 hour was very useful to you and me as well.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Sai. Appreciate it. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, me too. Bye.